Hi everyone, welcome and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is CeeChronicles and I go by that name on all my social media platforms. Now, if you're joining us here for the very first time, I post fragrance related content on this platform, guys, weekly and consistently. So if that sounds like something you may want to be part of, please do consider joining us here by subscribing. To those who are returning, thank you so much, guys, for the continued support. I appreciate you as always. Welcome to a fragrance review video. Today we have Lattafa ABAAN to review, and that is the box. It does have a print there that kind of looks like a Python print or something like that. Very nice and simplistic. They didn't go overboard this time. So this is the box for Lattafa ABAAN, and the same box has an authenticity sticker, guys. So do make sure that when you purchase this one, it does have an authenticity sticker, or because Lattafa is inconsistent, sometimes they will put some authenticity stickers on some and not on some. Please make sure you buy from reputable sellers. And no, I'm not being sponsored by Lattafa. As for the bottle, this is Lattafa ABAAN's bottle. I like the fact that it's nice and simplistic right there. So as usual, we're going to spray it in its box, and I'm going to be sniffing the box from time to time and telling you my thoughts. Now, for those who want to see the atomizer, this is the atomizer, guys, for Lattafa ABAAN. Now, the notes listed for this fragrance, guys, is black currant at the top, geranium, Egyptian oil, and nectarine. And the mid of this fragrance is rose essential, okay, some imo chiel, osmanthus, and ylang. And then the base of it is myrrh, patchouli, Indonesian oil, labdanum, and musk. So those are the notes, guys, I was able to get from Lattafa, the website. I do not agree with some of the notes there. I'm going to tell you the ones that I do agree with, or the ones that I perceive. I do smell rose and a lot of it in this fragrance, and I do smell patchouli and some musk and black currant. I think I do perceive it running through the entire pyramid there, the top, the mid, and the base. The good thing about it is it's blended well. It's not an off-putting, unpleasant cat PC black currant, because black currant, especially running through the entire pyramid, sometimes if it's not blended properly, can be off-putting in a way. Why I kind of am arguing with myself with regards to the notes, whether they're true or false, is I do have what it is duping, and actually is duping one of my personal favorites. So I do not know how they were able to arrive at the same thing, and with a couple of notes that will throw you off there. So that is where I have a query there, but it's not a big deal. I'm going to tell you, what this fragrance is inspired by in a minute. This is for the rose lovers. It's a very beautiful, powdery, dusty rose that you're going to get from this fragrance. When I received this fragrance, I hadn't actually checked the note pyramid, but when I sprayed it, I was like, wait a minute, I know this fragrance. And I went and I took the other fragrance in my collection and I compared them side by side, and I was like, Lattafa, you can't fool me with this one, right? This, guys, is inspired by Rose Prick by Tom Ford. What I do get from this, guys, is, yes, like I said, the rose, and it does have like a honeyed nectarine feel to it there. So you're going to perceive, or you're going to smell like a honey rounding off things there. And I do get that. But as for osmanthus, blah blah, I don't know, guys, why they had to go on and write those notes, but it is what it is. Maybe it is a way of Lattafa trying not to be so obvious with the notes there, because maybe for the sake of getting people to buy some of these fragrances, they just tweak the notes here and there so that it doesn't become obvious, and then somebody can almost immediately know, oh, this is going to be this, so I'm not going to buy it, or this is going to be this, I'm absolutely going to buy it. Okay, so this is scarily identical, guys, to Rose Prick. I get a loud, spicy, peppery, woodsy, powdery, rosy scent that is semi-sweet, and it does have the patchouli there, in the mix, giving it longevity. So in a way, I do feel as though this one does have a better lasting power than the actual Rose Prick. So I think they have used like a decent oil concentration there, and the patchouli is tying everything up there, to give it longevity. There is like a faint herbal thing there, faint herbal accord to expect with this fragrance. It's not exactly green, but do expect it to be slightly herbal there in case you haven't tried rose. The rose in here, though not dated, is not the jammy rose. It is a mature rose, giving off like a dusty feel there to an extent. Also incensey, so do expect a mature rose, guys, with this fragrance, but it is a beautiful one from Lattafa. More so that I have been looking for a decent dupe for Rose Prick. I do have one from Fragrance World called Picky Rose, but I find that one intensely powdery to an extent that you end up carrying a lot of powder with you there, which is something that I do get a powder in this, guys, but I wouldn't say this is as powdery as the Fragrance World one. So very close, and I do think they have used turmeric in this fragrance, guys, giving it a spicy kick, because there's definitely a spiciness to this fragrance. There's definitely an incensey accord, but the incensey accord doesn't cross over to smoke. So do expect to be in a rosy scent bubble with this one. Do expect a fragrance that's going to leave a trail, because this one lasts, guys. It is a fragrance that you keep getting wafts of. I did spray this one a couple of times at home. I could smell this one loudly and prominently on myself. So this is a fragrance that you, the wearer, are going to smell, as well as the people around you. So it does leave a trail. If you are like me, you love Rose Prick, you have gotten yourself a replacement there. It is a well blended fragrance that smells almost identical to the real thing, and this one is called Lattafa ABAAN. So yeah, guys, that is what I had for you today. I would love to know in the comment section if you own Rose Prick and this is a fragrance that you would want to add to your collection. It might be Middle Eastern leaning to some, but I get a fragrance here that is Western leaning. But I just had to say that in case you're one of those people that the minute you get wafts of incense, then you class a fragrance as Middle Eastern leaning or something like that, because you will definitely get a dusty, incensey feel of a rose, a dry feel of a fragrance, if you will, in this particular one. And Lattafa is on the roll. They have released a lot of fragrances. So in the coming weeks or months, we're going to have a few of them here, guys, because they have gone on a roll. I believe they have released Lattafa Pride, the second edition or something, another like extension of the Lattafa Pride. So that is interesting. And they have also released a Bedi Al Oud white one. I'm just waiting for that one in the mail. I'm going to bring it here as soon as I get that. Thank you so much for joining me today. Do remember to subscribe if you haven't already. I would very much appreciate it if you became part of the family. Like and share this video, guys, and turn on post notifications so that you are notified anytime I upload a video. It's been your girl C Chronicles, and remember that smelling good is a form of good manners. Cheers.